I time traveled in a dream about a week ago. There was tons of sunlight in this dream. And later on, when I was recalling this dream, it was beyond sunlight. It was like some kind of angelic light coming through. The dream started out in my sister's backyard. It looked completely different. She looked 20 years younger, had long hair like she used to have. My niece in her mid-20s now was about 5 years old, and my nephew was a toddler. I never saw my nephew's face. In the dream, my nephew's just kind of running away. His hair was blonde when he was a kid. It was just a bit curlier in the dream. My niece looked exactly like she did when she was about 5 years old, and I was carrying her at one point, just gazing into her face, and she was smiling her sweet little smile. The dream starts with me telling my sister that I'm actually from 20 years in the future, and she looks at me with intrigue. I'm not sure what I look like. All I know is I felt like me. If I looked like somebody 20 years older than my sister, she would have made fun of me in a joking way how old I looked. But she didn't. She shows me this certain interesting tricycle. In the next scene, I'm holding my niece and we're kind of in a mall type place. And we're going down this big staircase to a lower level. And then she suddenly disappears. And there's this little 3-year-old blonde-haired child that runs off. I actually considered staying in the timeline 20 years ago because it was so much fun when my niece and nephew were little. Then my alarm went up and I was kind of bummed because I wanted to stay there. I've had some really wild dreams over the years, but I've never had a dream where I went in the past and was fully aware I had traveled back about 20 years. Many of you know Bashar, and he says that everything, all realities, including the past, the present, and the future, all exist simultaneously. I feel like I was in a higher frequency location, at least in the backyard, because the sunlight was so angelic-like. The reason I believe I recall that dream is because for over 25 years, I've been doing all kinds of courses and training and healing of others. As I heal myself with healing modalities and also clear out my limited beliefs that are held densely within me, I've started feeling lighter and lighter, and that corresponds to a higher frequency. I believe that everyone has these dreams, and the reason you don't remember all your dreams is because when you've gone to realities that are at a very, very high frequency, it isn't perceptible to you when you wake up. If you would like to learn more about increasing your frequency and releasing your limited beliefs, check the top of my profile. If you like this video, please like, save, and follow me.